Hello, my friend, and welcome to another Conversations on Courage, 25 Days of Christmas Courage with your host, R.J. Jackson, the Courage Giver. I want to first say to those of you who had the courage to be receivers on yesterday, way to go. What an awesome job you did in responding and saying to me, RJ, I am a giver and a receiver. And that's totally awesome. You see, first of all, we must understand that you can listen to these messages all day long and they can inspire you and encourage you. But unless you are willing to take action on what God speaks to your heart through the messages, then you've really just wasted your time. So way to go for using your courage and stepping out and saying, I am a receiver and I am a giver. And I don't want you to stop there. Keep going. Keep giving and keep receiving, because God has more things to come and greater things are yet to come. Here we are, day 20 of 25 Days of Christmas Courage, where we're talking about the Master. We're not talking about Macy's. Where we're talking about destiny. We're not talking about dinner and decorations, because those things don't make up Christmas. But what God did for us does. And He gave His Son for you and I. And as I think about Christmas and the Christmas story, we can't have a courage Christmas story without Mary and Joseph. And I'm sure you will agree that when it came to courage, both Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Joseph, Mary's husband, certainly exemplified courage. And you see, we know this right off in Luke as we hear the angel speaking to Mary and saying, "Whoa, girl, don't be afraid." You see, courage is being afraid and going anyway. And no doubt, Mary was afraid. She didn't know what was happening, how it happened. But here's what she did. She said, Lord, I don't know how. I don't even know what. But I do know you. And that I trust you to do what you said you were going to do. And so not only did she trust God, but she did what God asked her to do. How about you? How are you doing today? Are you using your courage this 20th day of 25 Days of Christmas Courage? Are you willing to do what God has called you to do? Are you afraid but willing to step out anyway? Or have you just been stopped in your tracks? Well, I want to remind you of what Mary knew. And it's the very fuel that gave her the power to go. I want to remind you that God is true to His word. And He is going to complete what He started in you. Even if you don't know how, even if you don't know what. Know who. Know God is going to do what He said He's going to do. And all you have to do is trust Him and partner with Him. That's what Mary did. That's what Joseph did. Joseph, not knowing what people were going to think or what people were going to say. Well, he kind of knew what people were going to say, but he just didn't know where that was going, how people were going to respond. I mean, hey, how did his wife, who wasn't quite his wife, have this baby or be expecting this baby? But you know what he said? Lord, I'm going to trust you. People are going to talk, but I'm going to talk too. And I'm going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk to people and try and explain anything, but Lord, I want to talk to you. So today I want to encourage you to have the courage that Joseph had this Christmas. Talk to God. Don't worry about people. Talk to God. Ask Him what He wants you to do. And then say yes. Because that's what Mary and Joseph did. They said yes. Mary's destiny was connected to you and I, our destiny. And you and I, our destiny, is connected to someone else. And it takes courage to help fulfill someone else's destiny. So, this Christmas, on the 20th day, I want you to keep up your courage. And we are almost there. So, Merry Christmas. And remember, if you're going to do what God says to do, courage is required. And the reward is certainly great. Bless your day. Keep up your courage. And until soon, stay blessed indeed.